every brother that's caught in the crossfire.
The Irishman is directed by Martin Scorsese and stars Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci, and tells the story of Frank the Irishman and his possible involvement in the murder of Jimmy Hoffa. Now, I went into this movie expecting a great movie because it's Martin Scorsese. He's one of the best living legends in film. And so, whenever I watch a movie that he's directing, I know I'm going to get some quality. And with a cast like Al Pacino and Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci, with Ray Romano also, I'm excited. Like, I don't care what movie it is. Like, I'm excited. I'm going to go see it. And this movie delivered. This is one of Martin Scorsese's best films in years. And this is coming from someone that really loves The Wolf of Wall Street and Hugo. I think this movie exceeds all of his recent films, and he knocks it out of the park once again. The directing here is absolutely spectacular. Of all the living legends of directors that have been working in Hollywood for such a long time, Martin Scorsese is still knocking it out of the park completely. And his directing and vision in this film is beyond spectacular. All the performances were also great. Robert De Niro gave one of his best performances in recent years. Joe Pesci, I don't think he's been in many movies lately. I don't see him that much anymore. Is really good here. Really cold, quiet, and also friendly when he needs to be. And Al Pacino, whenever he just bursts out, he is absolutely spectacular. And his performance at Jimmy Hoffa is wonderful. And Robert De Niro as Frank the Irishman is also really good, and he's possibly my favorite character. Because his dialogue and performance is just not acting. He's able to find a way to make his improv skills seem realistic. Feel like you're in the moment. And this movie relies on heavy dialogue throughout the entire film. You get moments of little action, little bloody gun shootouts, and explosions, but this movie is mostly about three men, what they're thinking about, and how they're trying to get through all these situations. And it is a joy to see these three people just thinking their way, using their brains, getting out of certain situations, and each moment goes from point A to point B to point C, and each point has higher and higher stakes, and it keeps the movie really interesting, and the pacing always flows through perfectly. This movie is 3 hours and 30 minutes long, but it felt really much shorter than that. This is a really tight-paced film, and it goes by also, so even though it may seem really long, and it really is a long movie, it doesn't feel like that, and that's because of the way it's paced and what kind of tone it's going for. And I think it did it perfectly. I can't find any pacing problems within this movie. Each moment stops and builds up and is edited perfectly at the right moment. And the music is great. I love the soundtrack for this film. It really sets the tone for each scene, sets the mood for something going on. And why I don't think this is one of the best scores in Scorsese's films, I still think it is utilized really well into the film. Overall, The Irishman is the pure Martin Scorsese film you want to head out and see. It's not being played in many theaters, which is why Martin Scorsese says some of these things about Marvel movies, because he doesn't see smart films like his or even other movies out there. And I can sort of see his point, because this is a great film that had a lot of effort put into it. And for it not to be put in many theaters and just go to a streaming service like Netflix kind of disappoints me. And I wish this movie is put into more theaters around the country, because this is a really great film that I really highly recommend you guys go check out. It's on Netflix right now, but if it's available into your theater, go check it out there. And I'm going to give The Irishman an A+. This has been a great year for movies so far. I mean, yeah, you got like Hellboy, but overall, this has been a really good year for movies. And I'm happy about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.
So heaven, if you sent us down